Good morning, Hawthorne. After our debrief sessions yesterday, there was some confusion, anxiety, just not knowing a lot about Google Meet. So I figured this morning I would create a short Screencastify video that just kind of talked about the basics of Google Meet, just to kind of ease some of your anxieties. I played with it some this morning and figured that this would just kind of save some of the legwork for you all. So what I'm going to do, the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to type in Google Meet in my Google Chrome search bar. And that will come up here as Meet-Google. So when I click on that, because my account is already connected to my JCPS email and it's already logged in under me, and because JCPS already connects directly with Google, it takes me right here to my Google Meet home screen. You also can see that if you were going to open up another tab, and if you were just going to go over here to your waffle, on your waffle as well, let's see if that will click. There is a Meet icon that you can click as well, and that will take you to that exact same home screen. So there's two ways you can get into Google Meet. You can go in through the web browser, or you can just go in through the shortcut that's already on your waffle. Okay. Now, once you get into Google Meet, you can join or start a meeting. That's something if you want to do the meeting immediately, you would just join or start that meeting. You would have to name it something. You could continue. Now, I don't think that it's going to work with the screen and with the camera because I'm already on Screencastify. So we'll see what happens with this. Oh, no, wow, that's pretty great. It's going to show both of them. So basically you would hit join now, and then you could present. You could also invite people to your meeting. It would give you a code. So that's something that you can do to just start that meeting. Now, it says nothing scheduled today. And one of the big questions yesterday that came up in that debrief is how do we schedule these Google Meet meetings ahead of time? So I kind of played with that a little bit. And I realized that I'm going to go back over here and go to my waffle. The only way that I have found to schedule those meetings ahead of time is through your Google Calendar. Now, the calendar that is connected with our JCPS emails is the Outlook calendar. That's the calendar where you'll get like invites for PLCs or invites for faculty meetings or invites for, DLI collab templates that were due, etc. But Google Calendar is set directly up through the Google browser. So that, because it's all connected and JCPS has the Outlook calendar and then their email is also connected to your personal Google account. And because Google Meet is in that Google account, you have to set up those meetings through the Google Calendar. So that was a little bit confusing. But once you get the hang of it, you'll see that. So once again, I'm at my waffle. This is also where you find your Drive, your Google Classroom. Meet is down here. Here is your calendar. Now, it might look a little bit different on your screen. So if you don't see it up here at the top, just scroll down and you'll find it. I've got lots of icons here, lots of things tagged that quite frankly, I don't know what a lot of them are, but regardless, calendar. And here is my Google Calendar for today. The really cool thing about this is that this is automatically connected with your Google Classroom. So you can see over off to the side, because I'm invited and I'm a part of all of the Google Classrooms, you can see that all of the Google Classrooms are here and they're different colors. So as things are assigned through Google Classroom, or if they were assigned through Google Classroom, they would show up on my calendar here. So for example, it looks like there was something due today or due yesterday, math practice for 3-week break. This was Miss Glickley and Miss McNerney's Google Classroom. And I think that they were doing some Zoom and they were doing some work before the spring break. So I think they gave some optional extra math practice. So like that pops up on my screen because I'm a part of her Google Classroom. So that's really pretty cool. If you look over here the calendars for your Google Classroom should show up when you pull up that Google Calendar. So let's just say I wanted to schedule a Google Meet today at 12 o'clock. So literally I'm on today. I'm just going to click, and then it's going to create an event, very similar to the Outlook calendar. So I'm going to call this Vornado meeting. It's going to be April 8th from 12 until 1. Okay. Add location. Obviously, we're not going to add a location. But here where it says add conferencing, that's where you're going to add it, and you're going to schedule that Google Meet. So Hangouts Meet. Okay. Hangouts Meet. And then it gives you that code. Join Hangouts Meet. Gives you that code up to 250 participants. You can set a notification for a reminder 10 minutes before. Here you could also add guests. If you wanted to add, if I wanted to invite Mr. Henry or if I wanted to invite Miss Glickley, I do that here. Okay. So I'm going to invite Miss Mentier just for the fun of it. And actually, because we already have a PLC at 12, I'm going to schedule it at 11, and I'm going to call this test. Okay. So I'm going to invite Miss Mentier, and then I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to hit save. Looks like I've got the notifications. I'm going to hit save. Okay, so now my Google Hangout meeting is here on my Google Calendar. And if I go over here to back my Google Meet home screen, I have that meeting that has shown up. So if you schedule meetings with different families, or you schedule meetings with different kids, or if I had different PLC meetings that I was invited to, all of the meetings for today would show up on my Google Meet home screen. So hopefully that helps you kind of get started with Google Meet. I've not done a lot with it once we get into it, but as far as scheduling a Google Meet or a Google Hangout Meet, that is going to get you started to figure out how to use this for your kids. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.